Hey everyone, so in this video we're going to be fitting a carbon fibre bonnet onto the Gti-R. And here is the carbon fibre bonnet from Knightracer in the UK. I've already weighed it, it's 9.6 kilos, you can probably see there. I've also bought a carbon boot lid from Knightracer, and that is I think 5.5 kilos, but that's got a bit of damage sadly from the shipping. It's on that edge there, so I need to get that repaired, and that'll be in another video. But yeah, it's essentially a case of getting the old one off, getting the new one on. There isn't really any modifications needed to the Knightracer bonnet. We have the holes already here, just sort of preliminarily drilled for the washer jets, so I just need to sort of drill those out and make those a bit bigger, so we'll do that. But we will test fit the thing first, make sure we're happy with it, and then get it off and do the final bits and pieces. I'm waiting on some DEI reflector cool tape for the back of it to protect it from heat, so we'll get that done also in this video. I'm not fitting air catches on this bonnet. I decided with the Nissan that I wasn't going to do that because this bonnet comes with the actual latch on it that you need, same as the factory one, whereas the Evo one of course didn't come with that, so I needed to use the air catches. So gonna fit this kind of like OEM, and the same with the boot lid. And actual fact, on the Evo got a new boot lid coming because the Carbonzilla one is a piece of shit that's on the car. Big problems with him, taking him to court about that. That's another story. I'm going to actually revert back to using the pull release in the Evo, so the Evo's not going to have the air catches on the rear either. So I'm kind of going a little bit more OEM. So first things first, let's get off the stock bonnet, which is 4 bolts, and then we can get this one on and see how it looks. So there you go, I have literally thrown the bonnet on the car, no adjustment, no nothing, and you can see that the alignment is, well, it's perfect basically. It looks fantastic. Really happy with that. Need to adjust the fronts, raise them up here because as you can see it's a little bit sort of flat here from where it needs to be. It needs to be up a bit, but yeah, looking good. So I'm going to take this off now, and then we can get making the holes for the washer jets. I'll tidy up the back, and then we can put the tape in place also, and then get it on the car, and that is it done. Okay, so that's the washer jets fitted, and what I want to do is, this is just me being me here, there's a few holes I still need to make on the back. I'm not going to run the rubber seal at the front, but I do want to run the plastic clips for the washer hose, and I still need to make the hole here for the bonnet stay. So I've just gone over looking at the original and looking at this one where holes should be, because it's all a bit of weight saving, isn't it? And I'm going to make these additional little holes everywhere. I'm not going to video me doing that because very boring and pointless, and it's going to take me a while. So SpongeBob, and back in a sec when the back of the bonnet is done and ready for the heat reflective tape.
A few inches later.
And we're back. I have basically, probably can't tell what I've done, but I've made all the holes that the stock bonnet had sort of cut out, these little recesses here and obviously the bonnet stay there, and these holes and these holes and those holes and all those holes at the top. So now that that's done, and I've painted them all as well so that you can't see the kind of bare fiberglass. Now we've done that, I'm going to apply a sticker for the arrow for the stay, like I did on the Evo, because I've got some arrows that I can use for that, so I'm going to do that. And we can get on with protecting the hood basically from heat, which I'm not looking forward to, I have to say, because on the Evo, I'll show you on the Evo actually, on the Evo, what I did was I just wrapped the whole thing like that. But on the Nissan, because of the cheese grater, it's going to be a bit difficult to do that. So yeah, it's a very complex shape, this one is. So we will see. I'll have a little think about it first. But anyway, yeah, let's crack on, sticker and tape.
Years later.
Okay, so yeah, I did set out to show you me doing the heat reflective tape on the underside of the bonnet with best intentions, but once I started it, I realised that I'd used some cheap shit Chinese crap that wasn't the DEI stuff, so I had to rip all that off, which was very frustrating. I had to buy more of the DEI tape. So that's probably cost me about 200 quid, something like that in English money, for the tape for the bonnet, and it took over a week to do. It was a painful job to wrap the whole thing and to do it kind of properly. Anyway, this is where I got to, and you can see now why this took a while to do. So everything is kind of wrapped, sort of taped up, sorry, underneath the skeleton a little bit, and I've cut all of this to match the holes and the cutouts, and this has also been clear lacquered on the edges and kind of bonded so that the tape is hopefully solid. And this here, the cheese grater, oh my god, what a painful job this was to do. Same thing as the other vents, but yeah, hopefully this comes across in the video because it's very shiny. Anyway, now that that is done, we can get it on the car, and then hopefully that is going to be it for this job. Just need to make some adjustments and just need to fit up the washer jet hose, and that's it. There we go, job done. I've obviously skipped ahead a little bit just in the interest of my sanity and your internet bill, because it took a while. I didn't just drop the bonnet on and that was it, skip into the sunset. I had to adjust the bonnet quite a bit, which is not a fault with Knightracer, it's just fitting bonnets onto cars and panels and stuff on your own, it's hard work. So I had to adjust the lock here, and I had to drill out the hinge holes here, make them bigger, so I had a bit of adjustment, and of course I had to fit the washer line here. There we go, nice and bright, and I used my little Biltema plastic clips like I've used on the Evo, but yeah, looking good. So let's get the bonnet shut now just to see how it looks with it closed, and then that'll be it for this video. So let's see if I can do this with one hand. There we go. So panel gap is the same, finally. Both sides. It's 3mm at the front to 5mm at the rear. Yeah, I'm not going to do the usual music and stills at the end just because I've lost the will to live at the moment with this stuff. So this is all you're going to get, basically. But you can see the sort of fitment that we've got here. It's pretty decent. Yeah, so I'm happy with it. That is this job done, how to fit a carbon bonnet onto a Gti-R. Next job is going to be boot lid, I think, when I find time to do it. But thank you for watching. Hit me up with any questions you might have. And apologies that there's not been as much content of late. It's just that things are taking me so long to do, and I don't really have time at the moment with other things that I'm doing. So yeah, I will try to address that and get a bit more content coming. But yeah, thanks for bearing with me.